Welcome back to Ion Mike Insider. I'm your host, Colton. I'm here today with the robotics team. Here with us today are...
My name is Nayeli, and I'm a sophomore, and I'm the head software engineer for the robotics team.
Hi, I'm Sam. I'm a senior, and I'm the captain of the robotics team.
Hi, I'm Susie. This is my second year in robotics. I'm a sophomore, and I work on hardware for the robot.
What is robotics? Explain us real quick. Tell us what it's about.
So, and what I do is I code stuff, so I make the robot move or go up, like certain parts of the robot go up and down. I also tell the robot what speed to go at.
All right.
As the captain, I keep everybody on task and organized. I can also help out with any problems that come up. I can do software, hardware, electrical, anything on the team I've done before and I can help with.
As someone who works on hardware, any physical problem with the robot, we try to piece together as quickly as possible so we can get back to coding.
Do you see robotics as competitive like a sport?
I do, because we're all competing, just like sports do, and there's tournaments just like there are in sports, and we're all in here to win.
Robotics is definitely a sport. It takes just as much effort that you have to put in as sports, and it takes a lot of know-how and how to do stuff. There's a lot that goes into it.
Yes, robotics is competitive, and I would compare it to a sport because we're all given a challenge and we have to find different approaches to come out successful.
As an individual, what do you want to gain from this experience?
So coding so far, I've learned a lot, and I like coding. So hopefully, if I continue doing it and continue to enjoy it, I would pursue this in the future.
I personally want to be an appliance technician, so a lot of the skills I've learned in robotics have applications in that, and it helps grow my knowledge of how things work.
I joined robotics to gain more knowledge. I just wanted to learn about software and engineering and coding and everything else that goes into it.
AI is really popular. Do you see a role in robotics?
Yeah, even though AI is popular, robotics has been here for a long time, and I think it'll continue to stay around just because it's fun to compete.
Robotics gives us the knowledge and experience to actually be able to make artificial intelligence and do powerful things with it.
I feel like AI wouldn't really be what it is without robotics because of everything that goes into robotics. It's all related to AI.
What is your weekly schedule like? About how many hours do you practice?
Every day after school, we have robotics from 2:30 to 5, except for Fridays. And I'm there constantly, so...
How many members are on your team? Okay.
We have about 15 to 20 teammates.
Are you guys generalists, or you guys have any specializations?
So we're broken up into software, hardware, drive team, field elements, stuff like that. So a bunch of us just go wherever we would like to go, and there's usually a head of each thing.
A lot of people decide to break up and do different things to just experience all of robotics, but some people have already done that and settle down into one field they like. Like, I used to be the head programmer before Natalie came along.
So normally at the beginning of the season, we pick what field we would like to be a part of. I personally was a part of the build team, and we were trying to design the robot for the season, and after that, I just went wherever I was needed.
How much coding do you have to know to be able to program a robot?
So when I started, I already knew a little bit of Java, but we have mentors who help you like step by step how to program the robot, and that's what I did.
After a while, once you get more familiar with the robot and how to code, the mentors tend to step back a bit and let you do what you want to do.
When I first joined the team, I didn't know much about coding at all, but that's really what I went to robotics to do. I went to learn, and that's exactly what everyone helped me do.
Are you judged on the looks or the functionality of the robot?
We're judged on the functionality of our robot because if it can't move, there's really no purpose for it to be competing.
Even if your robot doesn't have the most functionality, you can still win an event. And even if your robot can do everything in the world, sometimes your drive team just can't keep up with that.
We're judged on functionality. Even being at the competition we were at a couple weekends ago, you saw robots that looked completely different, but they still work.
What are the upcoming events?
We have competitions on the 26th and 27th, and depending on how well we do in that, we'll be advancing to another competition.
If I come and I watch, what will I see at this competition?
So we're all given a challenge, and this year the challenge was to make a shooter for your robot and shoot the balls into a hub. And there was also an element where you could climb your robot up a set of bars.
All right. How good do you think Trent Catholic will do at the competition?
I think we're really good so far. We made it to semifinals last competition, so I hope we win.
I'm confident that we can win the next event because we've got a lot more practice than last event, and we've fixed a lot of the problems we had.
I'm confident in our team because we looked at our performance from our last event and we fixed the problems that we saw.
What is the environment like within the team?
We have a really energetic environment. We all get along too. We have mentors who help us learn, and it's like we're not afraid to try anything new when we're in our team because of how great of an environment it is, and it's just super fun.
Robotics has honestly become sort of a second family to me because I just love the energy and the positivity in the room every time we're there.
Robotics is a really supportive and positive environment because we're all working together to achieve one goal.
You think young kids should get involved in what age?
I think young kids should get involved just because it's super fun. Like, as to what age, I think as long as you understand it, your age doesn't matter.
Younger kids should definitely start getting involved in robotics because it is an amazing experience to learn from. And as for the age, I started when I was 10 in the lower school.
Younger kids should 100% get involved in robotics because they'll learn so much, and I feel like they'll have as much fun as I did. And as for how young as possible.
I want to thank the Robotics for being here today. And I want to ask the fans to come out and support the team on the next competition. Signing off, we'll see you next week on iMic Insider.